I have a real quick one just to go ahead and get over here. The Orlando Magic, the over is 26 and a half. This is going to be a over under is 26 and a half. This is my best bet for the division is going to be the over. And I'll talk about why in a minute. But first, Brandon, what's your projection for the Orlando Magic?
So I lean under here, but I'm mostly staying away. I project the Magic from 20 to 27 wins. So that puts this number on the high end here. But the Magic are a team that the offense is the problem for me. Right now, I have the offense dead last. I have them 30th in the NBA offensively this year because I don't trust the guards on this team. Maybe they'll get there, but right now, Jalen Suggs, Cole Anthony, Markelle Fultz, they ain't it. They are not good, and you need guards to run the offense. Now, Orlando happens to have not one, but two forwards who can run the offense and do a lot of good things. That's Paolo this year, and that's Franz Wagner, who is showing out in Eurobasket right now. So if I'm wrong about the Magic being that bad offensively, I think it will be because of those forwards being good. The defense was good last season. I think that's a Jamal Mosley thing, so that helps to raise the floor a little bit. And the reason why I'm staying away, if you are truly the 30th offensively, then I have to play an under because you're just not going to be good. That's what the numbers always tell us. But the reason I'm staying away is I definitely don't think this is a tank team. This absolutely is one of the patented, like my Timberwolves love to do in recent years. This team's going to try. At the end of the year, they're going to say, no, we don't need a tank. We got our guys. We need to establish culture. We need to go get some wins. And I could see being right about an under most of the way. And then the Magic inexplicably try for the last 3 weeks and push to get your 27, 28, 29 wins. So that's my projection for them. But I know you are really high on the Magic, so I want to hear your case.
Well, okay, let's put that into perspective.
Relatively speaking.
Yeah, relatively speaking, I'm very high on the Magic. There's concern here. I'm not saying that this is a lock because if you tell me like they won 33 games, I'd be like, wow, everything went right. And that's only a 6-point game differential between the over under. What's funny here, Brandon, is in a lot of ways, this is actually, I talked a lot about how I'm trying to play the number a lot more than the team. This is definitely a team play for me. It's that I think the market is behind on the internal improvement here. So just to run things real quick, Markelle Fultz, basically, he can't hit threes, really good passer, really efficient 2-point scorer. Like he can finish inside. Is he ever going to be great? No. Is that an upgrade over what they had last season when Fultz missed almost the entire season? Yeah. Like when they lost both Fultz and Cole Anthony, even if you don't think those players are great, those are definitely NBA players.
Yes.
And so losing them causes depth that was worse than them to now have to take the majority of the minutes. I cannot be more in on Paolo Banchero for a variety of reasons, not just Summer League, but just in general. I think his game is going to translate really well. So I think Paolo is going to impact things more than most rookies. I will admit that I haven't gone back and looked at the case by case of number one picks in the over unders. That's something that we should do. I will do that because you're doing NFL, but I will do that and take a look at that. Maybe we'll do an update on the next episode. But for me, like I think Paolo is legitimately that good. I think Franz Wagner went so far under the radar last year that there is so much room for internal improvement here. Like Jalen Suggs was really good defensively last season. That's a big key here. They were 17th in adjusted defensive rating at dunks and threes. Like this was a not bad defense, which is crazy for how young they are. Wendell Carter Jr. is a guy I cannot be more in on. I was so out on him in Chicago. I'm so in on him now. You get Markelle Fultz back, Jalen Suggs internal improvement year over year, Paolo Banchero's addition, Franz Wagner emerging as maybe the second best player on the team, Wendell Carter Jr. Adding Paolo means you can send Mo Bamba to the bench who they retained, and I like that role for him as like just a big that can hit threes and run the floor and be Mo Bamba-ish off the bench. I like that combo. All of this combined with the fact that teams that were bottom 5 in offensive rating with a win total below 500 have gone over in 18 out of 32. It's 18 and 14. That's not a huge differential, but it's enough for me to feel like there's a little bit in the last 10 years of underrating the offensive teams. And previous season unders with a win total between 25 and 30 are 14-8 to the under. So there's like a number here that goes against that basically says like, look, if you went under and you're still supposed to be bad, you still tend to go under, which gets us back to the central question of the tank job. Like, I am putting my faith that this team is going to be good enough for them to feel like, no, you know what? Let's actually try and win. Let's actually try and build some momentum. Scoot Henderson, Victor Wembanyama, there will probably be a player out of college, probably the Arkansas kid, that will wind up those three guys. I think Scoot Henderson and Wembanyama are probably going to wind up pretty close. People are already picking apart Wembanyama either for the foot or the international play. Like, he's going to get picked apart, right? I think Scoot Henderson will probably get raised up a little bit. I think there will be less of an incentive to out, and especially I think it's going to be hard for the Magic to be as bad as the teams that we talked about with teams like San Antonio, maybe Indiana. And if they can't reach it, why not go ahead? If you're already above them, why not go for it? This is the best bet over for me, but it is entirely based off of my personnel analysis. The number's not awesome. If you're going to play it, don't play it big. I'm not going to play it big, but it is the best bet for this division for me for the over.